Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and if you celebrate, happy Easter. So I'm kind of have two videos going back to back. So we're going to show two different ways to make eggs through paper. So for the first one, I'm going to do an ink smooshing technique and splatters and just using dies to create our card. So I'm going to be using the Peking Bunny from Simon Says Stamp. And then I'm going to use the nested egg dies that came in their limited edition Easter kit. Yes, I do have that, and yes, they will be coming. Those are the colors that I'm going to use. So I'm going to be using, of my Stampin' Up! Inks, that is a water reactive ink. So anything will work, whatever you have in your stash, as long as it's water reactive. You can use your watercolors, you can use watercolor markers, you can use whatever it is you want, as long as it's water reactive. So you can see I put down my craft mat and I have a big spot where I'm putting the main color, and then I have this little section off to the side. Okay? So for the first one, I'm adding more water to the left side of my craft mat where I'm putting down that ink. I want a smooth coating, almost, a smooth color. And then on the right side, with that little bit that I put down, I want that color to be more concentrated. So then I can create my splatters. So I'm almost, in the beginning I thought a tone on tone, because sometimes we make speckled eggs, right? Right. So that's what my thought process here is. So I'm really speeding this up because I do want you to see it. So when it comes to the left side, and that's how we'll differentiate. Let's talk about the left side with the ink and the right side with the ink. So right side is always more concentrated, less water, using that to splatter. Left side, I'm adding more water, which is watering down the ink. And I'm not going up and down to do an ink smooshing. I'm doing a down and turning it so that it gets to be a smoother coat. I don't have a chance of those speckles like I usually get when I do my ink smooshing, when I go down and up, down and up. If that makes sense. Okay, I know. I'm trying to explain it as best as I can here. So you can see I've got the full pad on the left, more concentrated on the right. I add water, I twist, I turn it while it's down on the craft mat so that I'm getting a solid coverage. I'm adding only one spray to the right, and now I'm splattering. So from that one ink pad, I'm getting the two different shades. So again, right now we're doing a tone on tone. So I've got a pink, a green, a purple, a yellow, a blue, and then I think I also have like a teal, like a dark turquoise. That'll eventually come in. This will get you very inky. This is not something to get your hands clean. Now, by all means, if you do like to keep your hands clean, then you should probably invest in some rubber gloves. I have them, I don't wear them. Yeah. It's fun to get inky. Okay, it's tough to clean, yes, but I do enjoy, just diving deep into the art or being creative. So with this one, and again, it happens with certain colors, but that teal, I had so much from that ink pad. So I do have an extra one where I'm just picking up the dots and just creating that background, and I'll put it in my stash of my backgrounds that I create. So now I'm taking each of the colors. I took the red, the purple, the blue, and that teal. I decided I wanted to add more splatters. So on each of the panels that I've already made, now I'm going to add more colors to them, but just in a splatter. I'm not going to do the ink smooshing. I just want to flick some of that color onto some of these panels. Now, the other thing that I do as well, because you're cleaning off your brush, you have a lot of water on there. So as you're doing that, it will dilute the ink that you have on your craft mat, which is fine. So you can see I'm coming in there with this panel. I'm having a ball with that panel. So now that I have these spread out, I have a piece of paper towel down below. What I am flicking on now is clear water. I always, when I do something like this, I always like to just flick on clear water, because what that does is when it hits these panels, whether they're dry or not, they are water reactive. So that water, when you let it sit for about 5 minutes, you can see I've got the different specks from the water. It actually pushes it aside, or it blends. It does all kinds of really crazy things. So that was a different way to do splattering ink smush wipeout. How's that? So now I'm going to use the largest egg from the nested egg set, and then that peeking bunny, and I'm going to set that up on my blue one. You can see I'm not using all of the panels that I created. And again, that's okay. I will save them. I have a huge box where when I just create backgrounds, I just throw them in there. I am going to use the next largest, and then of course the one down. I just won't be using the smallest egg in this set, but I'm going to strategically place them on my panels because of the way that I'm liking how it's looking within the die. Now this piece that's going to back my largest eggs with the peeking bunny is actually the white glitter paper from Simon Says. So it's got like an iridescent. It almost made me remind myself of those sugar eggs, if that makes sense. You know, the eggs that were just made out of sugar. I took a class on that very long time ago. So this just allowed me to remember that. So that's what that white's going to be. It is going to be a glitter background. So here are all the eggs that we have. And now I'm just playing around with my placement. I have my design panel set up. And I use one of my stitch rectangle dies for that. So I want to set my one egg in place, and I'm going to glue that directly down, and then set my largest. Now I'm not going to fully glue that, but you can see how it's going to come off to the side. I'm going to pull my sentiment. I want to make sure that my sentiment that says Hoppy Easter will fit in the area that I was looking for it. So I was making, putting these items placed in place. Now this sentiment comes from, and I'll have the materials that I use down below. That sentiment's actually coming from last year's, I believe, limited edition card kit. And it was the small pack that came with it with some sentiments that came in there. So I believe that's where that's coming from. But again, it'll be linked down below. So I cut a piece of foam using the same die, and I'm going to back that large egg with that just so that it could have some stability. I want that to be raised up off of my card. And then I do some trimming because of course I don't place it right. But that's okay. We keep going. It's not that we throw that away and start all over. We just cut around the side of it on an angle, and then that will hide, excuse me, the fun foam behind it. I am letting these come off of the card, of the design base as well. I'll set an acrylic block on that just to make sure that that holds in place. And now I'm just going to continue to set the rest of the eggs off to the side that's underneath the sentiment. So we're going to use both foam squares and my liquid glue because, again, my blue egg's already propped up. The other side is not. For this last egg, I'm just going to set a foam square down in between the two so that it'll have a section there so it won't concave in the center of all of that. I let that set just for a little bit. There's a lot of glue going on, and that's what our panel looks like. So I'm going to set this on my standard A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now in this case, it's going to be a side folding. 9 out of 10, my cards are usually top folding. But when I just turn it off to the side, it becomes a side folding. So I'm going to grab my black glaze gel pen, and I'm going to fill in the eyes of my bunny, because I want him to have black eyes. Now I could have die cut black little dots there, but I can guarantee you I would have lost them. Yes, it just would have happened. What I'm going to grab now is one of my Spectrum Noir glitter pens in pink. It's called Rose Quartz, and I'm going to paint in that area where that's through the ears, and also I'm going to paint in the nose. And I'm doing that carefully as best as I can, not to get that up onto the blue, but it's okay if I do. And I will use that rose quartz to put some rosy cheeks onto my bunny as well. I grabbed my white gel pen and I'm going to do some accents on the eggs, which will give them a more rounded shape. It's almost like it's adding a highlight. It's not almost like, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm actually adding highlights, and it'll give the impression that they're shiny with the white gel pen also. Can't forget about the large one. We're going to set that in place as well. And I have double layers. So I really had fun with this card. Now again, there is another video that's almost going to come back to back on this. So it's going to be another way that we can design our Easter eggs as well. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today to watch the video. Especially if you are celebrating Easter. You should be spending that time with your family, and I hope you're having a good time with it. All of the products that I used will be linked down below, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, I want to thank you so much for stopping by to watch my video. If you haven't already, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel. Here are a few other videos I thought you might be interested in case you don't want to spend Easter with your family. I hope everyone's having a great day. Remember, take care, but always remember what's most important. Always be creative.